I recently read a financial article by Steve Siebold, a world-renowned lecturer in the field of personal development. At a young age, he set out to get out of poverty and into wealth. Over the next 26 years, he interviewed the world's top entrepreneurs and billionaires and compared their thinking patterns with those of the middle class, who make up most of the population, and concluded that the difference between the status and wealth of ordinary people and the rich is not a matter of birth or opportunity, but rather a matter of their very different perspectives and thinking. In his book How Rich People Think, Steve uses 100 different perspectives and ideas to determine the difference in status and wealth between ordinary people and the rich. In his book How Rich People Think, Steve uses 100 topics to point out where the gap between the middle class and the wealthy lies, so that they have very different lives. The 100 topics are grouped into 5 directions, covering life, work, education, and other aspects. You may get inspiration from them to make yourself rich and get rid of poverty. Direction 1. Saving and earning. First, Steve analyzed that the middle class tends to spend too much time on various entertainment programs, and even in many people's concept, they think that life is to enjoy and not to pay too much. On the contrary, most rich people pay attention to saving money and investment, betting more time and effort on their favorite money-making projects, so that they work. Steve also reminded that those who put their time and effort into collecting discount coupons and spending their days hard, because they can't afford to take money out to invest, tend to overlook the great opportunities to make money. On the contrary, even in the dark tide of the financial crisis, the rich will not think small but put all their thoughts on how to make a lot of money. Direction 2. Work time and good ideas. From the perspective of work, Steve points out that the middle class believes in the principle of, you reap what you sow, while the affluent class believes that, a good idea can make a lot to accumulate wealth more quickly. In general, the middle class is willing to do jobs they don't like to earn money, and they usually see their hard work as a symbol of honor in life. The affluent are passionate about the work they do and always have a way to get rich by doing it. They are good at using their brains and wisdom and focus all their energy on the most profitable business. Direction 3. Formal education and special skills. Everyone has different ideas and approaches to the issue of giving children pocket money, as Steve further explains in his book. Steve further analyzes in his book that the middle class teaches their children to save their pocket money and to be content with the status quo and not to be overly extravagant. The wealthy class teaches their children to make good use of their pocket money to invest, to be brave enough to pursue their dreams, not to care about their education, IQ scores, or school performance, if they believe that they can harvest everything they need with their intelligence. Direction 4. Wealth and poverty, which is the root of all evil. The middle class does not recognize the importance of money, and even thinks that wealth is the source of all evils, but often spends a lot of time just worrying about not having money. The affluent believe that money is their advantage, not only to live a free life without restrictions but also to bring a different perspective to their families. Steve emphasizes that the two have very different attitudes and perceptions of wealth, so perhaps the middle class could take another look at themselves. Is it unacceptable or even shameful to aspire to be rich? Direction 5. Affluence is the privilege. Affluence is the right. Steve pointed out that the middle class has certain prejudices about the affluent and wealthy, such as the belief that the affluent obtained their wealth by cheating, and that they are selfish and self-righteous. But in fact, the ambition of many wealthy people who started with nothing comes from their inner confidence, their persistence in realizing their dreams, and their persistence in not giving up until they reach their goals. Although the middle class despises the rich, they are unable to become rich because there is a big difference between the two. The middle class often says that money does not make people happier, but they often use it for pleasure. The affluent class admires other rich people from the bottom of their hearts and is willing to put in more effort to realize their dreams of wealth. When you financial independent, people can live the way they like. Here is Monoponey. Welcome to like, comment and subscribe. See you next episode.